Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
We're following breaking news right now. 3 men charged with helping in a plot to kidnap Governor Gretchen Whitmer are found guilty on all counts. The jury handed down that verdict within the hour in a Jackson County courtroom.
Yes, and our Sean Lay has been following this story from the very beginning and joins us live with more detail about the breaking news.
And Rhonda Everett, another huge step here in the plot to allegedly kidnap Governor Whitmer. 3 more convictions, this time state convictions out in Jackson County. Let's take you right inside the courtroom because you're right, the verdict was read just moments ago.
For the defendant, Paul Bellar, on the count 1 of gang membership felonies, we find the defendant guilty. Count 2, providing material support for an act of terrorism, we find the defendant guilty. Count 3, weapons, felony firearm, we find the defendant guilty. Joseph Morrison.
So on trial this time, we're talking about Joe Morrison, Pete Musico, Paul Bellar, he's from Milford, all convicted this morning of providing material support for a terrorist act. That would be the plot to kidnap the governor. Gang membership felonies, that would be their affiliation with the group Wolverine Watchmen here in Michigan, and felony firearm charges. Again, 3 more convictions in this case. The Attorney General of Michigan, Dana Nessel, reacting to us just moments ago about these convictions.
These are really dangerous individuals, and I think these verdicts here today show that even in Jackson County, which is known to be pretty conservative, certainly they're not big fans necessarily of Governor Whitmer. They understand the importance of people who are plotting to kidnap and assassinate our elected officials are people that belong behind bars.
So let's update everyone on where this case stands. On the federal level, federal prosecutors got 2 guilty pleas from 2 of these men. They got 2 guilty verdicts just weeks ago out in Grand Rapids, and then a jury acquitted 2 of the members of the Wolverine Watchmen. State level here, the 3 verdicts we just heard this morning from a jury. 5 more men affiliated with this group will go on trial in just a few weeks. We're live tonight, Sean Lay, local at this noon hour, and we're working on this more for 4, 5, and 6 as well to get more reaction. Back to you guys.
A reaction and also a sentencing. Will we know at any point if they'll actually serve time and for potentially how long?
Absolutely. These could be potential life in prison situations here for all 3 men and the other men who were convicted in the federal trials as well. But a lot of work has to go into then pre-sentence investigations, and then sentencings are usually scheduled for months from now.
Very serious offenses. All right, Sean, thank you. And we just got reaction from Governor Whitmer as well on the verdict. This is a statement from her. Today's guilty verdicts are further proof that violence and threats have no place in our politics. Those who seek to sow discord by pursuing violent plots will be held accountable under the law.
All right, so our other top story this afternoon, your forewarned weather, as we give you a live look at downtown Mount Clemens. Whew, things are really starting to change outside. They're looking a little bit gloomier as the day goes on, and you certainly notice it if you stepped outside at all.
Yes, although it does look like we're getting a little bit of a break from the rain, but from the map behind you, it doesn't sound like it's going to last long, Brandon.
It could last for some. I mean, we're going to get certainly more rain showers here over the next few hours, but we're also seeing some holes in the clouds and the radar here. As we look north, we see an area here of some more moderate showers, and we can track these. These are non-severe, but moving at about 25 miles an hour, basically from west to east. They were coming straight up from the south earlier today, and here we go. We've got Capac, Richmond, Columbus, and Emmett all within the next 20 to 30 minutes, getting in on a little more wet weather. Temperatures, they're cooling. We have a cold front coming through, so you can see 47 right now in Howell. It's still 61 City Airport, and the winds are gusting. So by 2, 3 o'clock, I do expect the rain showers to really taper, and then we dip into the 40s late, and temperatures keep diving. What's it going to be like as we head into a big weekend we've got coming up?
Okay. Thank you, Brandon. Right now, we are working to learn more about the arrest of a man for sex assault in Ferndale. Brandon Smith of Walled Lake is charged with 5 counts of criminal sexual conduct with a person under the age of 13. Police say that they were contacted by the victim. They do believe that Smith has more victims that may come forward. They are asking anyone with information to call them.
And now to a Local 4 News update. A man is charged in the deadly shooting of a man at a manufacturing plant over in Hazel Park. Malik Dixon Lynch is charged with homicide, assault, and gun violations. Police say that he got into a fight with a 27-year-old man in the parking lot of LG Electronics right near 10 Mile in DeQuinder on Friday. Police say that somebody pulled out a gun and started shooting. Ralph Scott was killed, and Dixon Lynch was taken into custody. He's going to be in court again next month.
Reaction continues to pour in from the second and final debate between the candidates for Michigan governor.
Yeah, Governor Gretchen Whitmer and Tudor Dixon, the Republican challenger, squared off on the campus of Oakland University last night. And they tackled a number of topics like abortion, school safety, and COVID. Local 4's Priya Mann joins us now with some of the key moments.
The second and final debate happened Tuesday night in Oakland County. Both candidates were fired up, and you got a real sense of urgency. Every topic was on the table, from pandemic policies to reproductive rights. The first 10 minutes were all about abortion.
Proposal 3 allows abortion up to the moment of birth for any reason, including sex selection. There will be no legislating around Proposal 3 because it will be language in the Constitution.
None of what she just said is true. And here's why you can't trust anything she's saying when it comes to reproductive rights. She's the one that said a 14-year-old child raped by her uncle is a perfect example of someone who should not have reproductive rights and the ability to choose. She went further to say it is healing for a person who's raped to carry that child to term.
The second 10, the economy.
A governor cannot fix global inflation, but what I can do is put more money in your pockets, and that's exactly what we've done.
This governor has not done anything to help inflation, but I would put money back in your pockets. I would make sure we have that child tax credit. I would make sure that we reduce the income tax.
And then there was relegating COVID when it comes to kids.
Mrs. Dixon says that I kept students out longer than any other state. That's just not true. I worked closely with my Republican and Democratic governors, and kids were out for 3 months.
I'm pretty sure I just heard an audible gasp around town when Gretchen Whitmer said that kids were out of school for 3 months. Perhaps she wasn't paying attention to what was actually happening. We even had schools that were closed this year. This is shocking to me.
And real differences on how to prevent school shootings.
I would like to have armed security at our schools. I would like to make sure that we have a one entry point. I would also like to implement some of that plan that talks about how to identify a child that struggles with mental health, that might be considering self-harm or harming someone else.
There was a school shooting in Missouri yesterday in a district that had exactly what she just described. One place of entry, armed guards in the school district, and people are dead. We've been trying that for 30 years. It's not working. It is time to try proven policies. Background checks, secure storage, red flag laws. I'm not talking about hunting. I'm just trying to keep our kids and communities safe.
And recent polls show Dixon narrowing Whitmer's lead with the election just 2 weeks away. I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
All right, Priya, thank you. Both candidates spoke to us this morning live on Local 4 News following the debate, and they address issues including a gas tax holiday.
We feel good that our message is getting out, and it's exactly what we talked about last night, what we can do to move the state forward, what we can do when we're headed into a recession to make sure we get money back into the pockets of people and stand up for parents' rights. That's what I'm hearing across the state of Michigan. Parents are concerned about what's happening in schools, and you could clearly see last night Gretchen Whitmer was not going to stand with the parents on these issues.
We have got the ability to give people more relief right now, but what we don't have is time for games. And the bills that she cited, that she said I vetoed, that would have helped, didn't actually go into effect until spring of 2023. I don't have time for games. And I don't think people want to hear talking points without getting real relief. And that's why the proposals I have are about giving people real relief right now.
The election is 13 days away, November 8th, and now is a great time to get familiar with all of the local issues in this election. You may have your ballot already. Right now, clickondetroit.com is a place to go. If you don't, we have a complete voter guide, including seeing your ballot, what it will look like when you do head to the polls. It has information also on all the local races, the ballot proposals, and all the deadlines you need to know, and you can find it on the election page right now of clickondetroit.com.